Sudhanshu Sharma is the principal at Greenfield Senior Secondary School, Kangra, Himachal Pradesh, India. His goal is to establish his school as a modern hub of technological education for the 21st century. His motto in life is, "Nothing is impossible if you are positive," and he believes in hard work, dedication, and punctuality.
Irrespective of being situated in rural areas, his students have been selected in international establishments like NASA, national establishments like NIPER, ITI, NIF, PGI, and various medical colleges. His hobbies include gardening and reading. We welcome you, sir, to Juana Studios Cityscapes. Today I, Paridi Gupta of Venkateshwar International School, Delhi, and my friend Roshni Dhar of the Indus Valley World School, Kolkata, would like to talk to you about your experiences as a world leader and discuss your views on the effects of this pandemic on the education system. So, sir, beginning with our first question to you. With regards to COVID-19, how is the situation in your city? And how are you empowering your students to fight this situation, both physically and psycho-emotionally?
Yeah, thanks for the first question. The question is very good. Situation in our city, in comparison to the other cities of India, it's very good. We are not having so many cases here. Still, things are under very much control thanks to our administration here. Our government, especially our deputy commissioners, they are doing very well for this thing. And yes, this is a worldwide problem, pandemic, and we all are facing it. Students are also facing. My students, they are also having so much problem because all are sitting at home. So we are giving them, we are reaching out to them through virtual classes, and for that thing, I'm thankful to Microsoft that they have provided us a very nice platform to reach to our students. I'm in daily in touch with maximum of my students through the different teams which we have created. We discuss about. We have created teams which are not only discussing academically, but we are having teams which are discussing on the current scenario, also whatever are the latest things which are happening around.
That's very interesting to know, sir. Especially since Microsoft is acting as such a pioneer in education these days, it's like the only way that we are able to communicate with our teachers. So, sir, moving on, how do you think that the parents are responding to this situation? And how do you fulfill the gap between the parents and the school facility in this time of crisis?
Yeah, once again through this video, if my the parents of my students, they will come across this interview, I want to thank them that they are cooperating so much. I had not expected such a cooperation here because the area in which we are situated, it's a rural area. The things, they are not so good as they are in the cities, but still I'll tell you, we have a reach up to approximately 98% of our students, and parents, their response is really extraordinary. They're very happy that yes, in this problem time also, we are providing them online education, and we are directly in touch with our students as well as parents. We are not only conducting classes, but we are conducting parents meeting also. Parents, they are talking to us, we are talking to the parents, teachers are talking, we are almost in touch with each other.
Yes, sir, it is true. The parents are worried about the future of their children, especially after this pandemic, and it's really nice to know that you are helping them in so many ways. So, sir, moving on, what is the one thing you will never change about the Indian education system and the one thing you'd eliminate about it?
Yeah, one thing which I never want to eradicate from our system is Guru Shishya Parampara. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
Guru Shishya Parampara, that we should not try to eradicate. That is the basis of our education system. All right, Guru needs to be positive, needs to be ready to provide everything to his Shishya, and Shishya should be always ready to accept whatever good is coming from the teachers. This system I don't want to eradicate. But of course, we are in such a situation that Guru and Sisha, they are at a distance now, but still, Once again, I will thank Microsoft that they have not made us feel like that. All daily when you are having your virtual classes, you are directly in contact with your students, sharing their experiences, sharing your experiences. Right. So this is the thing which I don't want to eradicate from our system.
That was very innovative, sir. Uh, However, I'm curious to know where do you see the Indian education system in the next 5 years?
Yeah, very nice question, because I think you people also had not expected only 6 months back that you have to face such a situation where you won't be able to see your teachers for such a long time. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Um, we Indians, we being Indians, are very lucky and very intelligent also. I'll say that we adjust ourselves very fast, and we are adjusting according to the changing scenario. And I hope that in the coming 5 years, in, not only we will be having those actual classes, but online teaching is going to be one of the most effective tool now in the coming 5 years. You will see that you people will be doing, yeah, all the students otherwise will be doing so many online courses which were not earlier possible to do. Being we being teachers, we are provided with so many certificate courses by Microsoft, and we are doing them. So similarly, if the teachers are, it's a platform for the teachers for the learning, I think scope for the students in the coming 5 years are unlimited scopes are there. So there's going to be 100% change in our education system. All right. 10 years back when we, or 15 years back when we started with the smart classes, we were excited to see that, yeah, things are coming around. The practicals which we used to do in the labs, we are doing them on screen. All right. So who had expected that learning will also be like this? We used to hear these things that it happens in America or it happens in England. But now they are happening in our country, and a place like Himachal Pradesh where I'm sitting. See, such a lucky person. I am talking to the students who are sitting. One is sitting in Kolkata and the other is sitting in Delhi. Okay. So
Definitely,
nothing
sir.
can be excellent than this. So in the coming 5 years, uh, education is going to change a lot. Our field is going to change a lot, and we being teachers will have to be very open for the new learning. So it will be difficult for us to learn these things because we are not used to all these things. But yes, of course, the way we have learned in the last 3 months, we are going to learn a lot in the next 5 years also. Plus, students, they have, the limit for them is the sky.
Wow, so that was very nice to hear. However, I wonder what are the best methods of designing online interactive learning experience, and how do you handle student discipline during online classes?
Yeah. Um, Currently, these days, we are having our this periodic one exams going on. We are taking them online. Obviously, we'll have to take. And you won't imagine, uh, with the help of this Microsoft Teams, what we have done is we are sharing screen with our students where the question paper is visible to them. And then we have set up six control rooms here. 6 rooms we have set up here where we have kept the teachers as the observers. Okay, they keep on observing the students while doing their exam. All right, all the students, they are under scanner. Obviously, we have to, because we have to see the honesty of the students also. Being you people, being the students, if we will provide you an opportunity to look at him there, you won't miss a chance. So similarly, the students, they have the same nature throughout the world, I'll say. So we have set up those control rooms, and we are keeping a strict vigilance on the students. And for this thing, we are getting 100% cooperation from parents also. They are also keeping an eye on the students, as we have directed them that just see that the sanctity of the exam should be kept. All right. So this way we are handling the situation at present, and these uh, exams are of only 30 marks, but in the coming 1.5 month, after 1.5 months, we are going to have the summative exams. So for which again we are going to have the lengthier exams, and we are going to keep the same strategy. All right. But online schemes screen sharing is one of the best experience we have here, what we have seen. Then of course, you people are also using the same thing. We can see the student notebook. Being the administrator, I can see the teacher's notebook, what my teachers are doing. I can also see what my students they are doing. All right. And plus, there are so many other other things, other applications there which we are using. Assignments we are using calendar also. OneNote we are using. So these all things they are happening, and they are making these things really happen, which were not expected earlier.
So that's a really impressive answer. Sir, honestly, even the schools in Delhi, I have never heard such a unique way of dealing with the student discipline. So I hope that it's very effective and it goes as you plan it to go. So on similar lines as the last question, our listeners would also like to know that if the use of video and audio, a well supported approach for delivering the online learning content for students who might suffer different difficulties in learning, like such as dyslexia or ADHD. So what is your take on that?
Yeah, presently though, see, we don't have any such students here in our area, so we have not faced any such thing with them. But yes, uh, I think as per being the administrator and being a teacher, I think these things are also possible because dyslexia students, if though they have learning problems, but through the videos, all right, teachers can make things happen. The way
Yes,
see,
sir.
if you people are the students of class 10th and 12th, it is easy for you to understand online. Suppose what is with the students, those who are in LKG, those who haven't seen the
Yes,
school
sir.
yet. All right. So we are making the things possible to them also. All right. If those students can learn, I think through video and audio, we can make this type of special students with a special need also learn through this way. And it will be, I think it will be much better for them to learn.
True,
Right.
sir. I agree with you completely on this point. So moving on, my next question is that with the basic studies no longer being the major concern of the schools these days, what do you think that the parents of the 21st century look for in schools today?
Yeah, see, you will agree to this thing. You people are also having virtual classes only these days. Virtual classes cannot replace actually the classes which are happening there. That is the actual learning. But being in such a situation where we have to face this
Yes, sir.
problem, these classes, I think, are more effective. At least, otherwise, if this facility would not have been there, there would have been a big gap in the studies. All right. And you will see that you people may be missing the classes, but if you see on the other side, you people are at least psychologically not under that depression that what will happen to my studies, who is going to teach me, what I will learn. You teachers are making their best efforts. They are sending you the videos. They are live with you people. They are making their YouTube channels. They are sending those links to you people for learning. Parents on the other side, parents are also very happy and they are also very concerned about studies. But parents are also showing a great interest because sometimes what happens, these students, they were not telling the parents what is actually happening in the class or how the teacher was teaching in the class. Yeah, what the teacher was teaching in the class. They used to make excuses. मैम अच्छा नहीं पढ़ाती है, मैम ऐसा नहीं करती है, सर मेरे साथ ऐसे करते हैं. But when they have actually seen the teachers teaching online, they have also shown a very positive result. Yes, teachers are really working very hard in the schools as whatever they have seen now. Your parents may also be telling you, हे भगवान, टीचर बहुत धन होता है जो आप लोगों को ऐसे संभालता है. Yeah,
Yes,
this type
sir.
of things we have seen. Actually, these classes are very effective. This situation is, and people sitting in the this electronics industry and all this telecommunication side, they are also playing a very important part in it. Otherwise, these things were not possible for us. We would have been, you know, debarred of the studies for 2, 3, 4 months.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is a great outlook, sir. So our last question to you for today is about our curriculum. Many
Mhm.
people think our curriculum is more theoretical than practical. So, what is your take on this?
Yeah, you're right. I believe that study should be more practical. If you're studying science, it needs to be taught practically. If you're studying mathematics, you need to be taught, yes, if I'm studying algebra, what is its practical use? How many teachers are telling this thing in the class? Very few. Rarest of the rare. Right. So we need to be more practical in teaching. If you are teaching, if you are taking learning grammar in English and Hindi, all right, how many how many times you are being taught, yes, this thing when we have to use it practically, we will be using this format. This is the way to use it. So somewhere I believe that theoretical portion needs to be curtailed. It should be made more practical. There is need of it. As whatever we come across when we talk to people, those who are in, one of my students, she is teaching in UK. So I used to talk to her ki how the system is working there, how it works. So they say that sir, their things are taught more practically. If you are teaching them, yes, ki my hobbies. Suppose as I have said, ki my hobby is gardening. All right. So that gardening is not in the books. That gardening is actually happening there. All right.
It's
It needs
practical.
it needs to be more practical. Practical should be more. I hope this because you learn a lot. What do you say? What do you people say? Being the student, you want theoretical more or
No,
practical?
honestly, more practical is better
More
for the student
practical.
because it prepares us for the outside world.
Outside world also, and moreover, things which we learn while doing, they remain in our memory for a longer time. Otherwise,
Yes,
whatever we cram, that is a short-term memory, and you just forget it. You don't know what the teacher taught you when you were in class six. I'll give you an
yes,
example. I'll give you an example for this thing, and you will also laugh for this thing. When I was in class fifth, digestion it starts in science. I'll quote an example. My teacher, just for example, she said, you people are having teeth in your mouth to chew the food. What is there in case of sparrows? You don't have teeth. It just swallow the things. So how the things get digested? So just to make the things clear, she gave an example that there is one, that atta chakki sort of thing. You know, right? That is there inside the stomach. You just take it, and that crushes the food, which gets digested. So that impression came to our mind that something is like there, that flour mill is sort of thing is there inside the, that sparrow that crushes those food grains. What we friends we did, sorry to say, but we had to kill a sparrow
oh
just
no,
to see it practically that whether that thing is there inside or not. All right. And nothing was there. That was a digestive system is made in such a way that it digested. Okay. But that impression of the teacher, it remained in our mind. When I have done my class six in somewhere in 85, 1985, long back, but that impression of the teacher is still there. The way she has taught us practically that this thing happens like this. So, practical teaching is more effective.
it has been a pleasure talking to you and an absolute delight to learn from what you had to say. Is there anything you would like to add on, sir, about the curriculum or how it is saving our time these days, like the transport and all?
See, online teaching has no doubt side effects, but it has so many positive aspects. All right. You are, as I have seen with my teachers, the curriculum is going very well. All right. Whatever we used to teach during the regular course of studies, similarly, we are doing it online also. We have covered the same syllabus online also. All right. We are able to do practicals also. Now our teachers, they have started giving practical teaching also. Practicals as class 12 students, they need practicals also. So we are doing practicals also here, and we are sending them, not only we are not only giving live classes, we are sending them videos also, recording also we are sending to them. Okay. So uh, one more thing which I want to add to you people is that be positive. The situation will not remain the same. We will be very
Indeed,
soon
sir.
able to come out of it. But during this time, don't be negative, don't be depressed. Be happy. You have so many chances to learn. You have ample chances to learn the things online, offline. You can talk to your teachers. You can read books. You can watch television if you want to watch it. So many things can do, but be relaxed. Don't be in tension.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom. This was Faridi and Roshni interviewing Mr. Sudhanshu Sharma, Principal, Greenfield Senior Secondary School, Himachal Pradesh for Juana Studios Cityscapes. Signing off.